Okay, it's time for President Reflections. And this last spring in Iowa was especially beautiful. I don't know, flowers that never bloomed before bloomed their head off. And the lilacs were beautiful, the peonies were gorgeous, the roses are looking good. Everything is looking really, really good. We're having a beautiful spring in Iowa, and the shrubs and the trees are all leafed out. The Iowa League is blooming too. We've been addressing voter issues as they arrive and fighting hard to make voting free, fair, and accessible for all Iowans. With voter registration, and you've heard a gazillion examples this morning. I mean, they're doing that for sure all over Iowa. Fighting for online voter registration and felon voting issues, we've been buzzing to get as much accomplished as possible. We started out by getting renewed and maybe a little buzzed at that Dallas convention. It was fun. The Dallas convention was a big hit with the Iowa delegates. We had 11 Iowa delegates representing 5 local leagues. We gained information about climate change, New Jersey resolution on human trafficking, campaign finance reform, inspiring women political leaders, and felon voting. Human trafficking became one of our focus topics at the fall issues briefing, and programs on this topic have been held all over the state. Many of us did not understand the basics of human trafficking until we saw this program. Felon voting is a topic of great concern to league members in Iowa. We know we are one of the bottom states who have not found a way to address the problem, and we're working hard to educate the public. We've done numerous editorials and programs so that the public has a better understanding of how widespread the issue is in Iowa and how so many are unable to vote or unable to regain voting rights with the current system. We are very supportive of the ACLU lawsuit on behalf of Kelly Jo Griffin from Montrose, Iowa. Kelly was charged with voter fraud and had to go through a trial. She believed her voting rights had been restored after she had spent some time in prison, and she voted in a local election. At trial, she was found not guilty. The widespread denial of voting rights on the basis of a felony conviction is the single biggest denial of voting rights. It's kept thousands of Iowans from voting. This quote is from Rita Bettis, our ACLU partner in so many league efforts. We know that this is true because when we do voter registration, we find it's a barrier to a great many Iowa voters. If that ACLU lawsuit comes out in their favor, we're going to have 14,000 new voters to register in Iowa. Well, what else was a growth experience at the Dallas Convention? Part of the Dallas experience was learning how to implement Vote411.org voter guide for Iowa. We needed the beginner training to start this program. And one of the Dallas delegates was Therese Grant from Grinnell, and she's co-president of the Grinnell League, and she helped me to establish Vote 411 in Iowa for all the statewide races. We used bookmarks to get the word out. We'll show those to you later. And we also did presentations so that people knew about it, and we used Facebook. I think the Facebook was especially helpful. Sioux City just had a ton of people that used that Vote 411 voter guide. Therese went on to put the local races for Poweshiek County into the voter guide system, and in the final analysis, the State of Iowa voter guide, according to Google Analytics, had 5,000 people access the guide. They spent an average of 5 minutes examining the information. We will definitely be using Vote 411 again in Iowa. After the Dallas Convention, the League delegates wrote all the articles in the Summer Voter. They shared their energy and details from Dallas. I'm proud to say they did an expert job to make the convention excitement come alive for League members across the state. When Convention 2016 arrives, we expect to continue our scholarship program. That was started when Myrna Lorline was president. The board supported it. State League pays for a registration cost so that the additional League guys and gals can have the convention experience. And we're really proud that we're going to continue that. When I returned from Dallas, one of the many items on my to-do list was to participate in phone conference calls with the Brennan Law Center. Working with the Iowa ACLU and Brennan, we started to learn about online voter registration, and we made concrete plans to have Iowa join the 24 states who have this registration system in place. Amy Campbell, our lobbyist, joined in the phone calls, and as we planned for the issues briefing in 2014 in September, Denora Gatachow of the Brennan Law Center volunteered to come to Iowa to present, and she did a fabulous job. She worked with her partner, Jennifer Clark. We had almost weekly phone calls on this to do the planning. We soon had our county auditors join up with this on the calls, and we could have their expertise. After the 2014 election, Paul Pate was elected Secretary of State. We're actively working with his office to make online voter registration a reality. Rulemaking has allowed the Department of Transportation to move toward creating an online voter registration portal that would be accessible only to those with an Iowa DOT-issued photo ID. Naturally, League wants all Iowa citizens to have access to online voter registration. During the 2015 legislative session, the Senate passed online voter registration thanks to League member Senator Jeff Danielson, who we saw this morning, but it did not make it out of committee for the House, and this is going to be a top priority for us in 2016. We're going to do everything we can to make that happen. The state board was very supportive of Vote 411, and they also wanted to use LWVIA education funds to support local League activities. What resulted in the seeds of the LWVIA education funds? Local leagues submitted plans, and the board endorsed and financed them. The Ames League did voter registration in Ames, but also in outlying communities. They went to Boone, Mason City, and Fort Dodge. And the result was Iowa registered 640 new voters in 2014, but after listening this morning, I think we probably registered more than that. I tried to tally, to get a tally, but I know we registered a lot of people. Lynn County did their community programs on water quality. The result of that is that work on, the result was the Eastern Iowa citizens saw League become active on water quality, and then Lynn and Dubuque leaders moved on to establish that UMRRILO, the Upper Mississippi, that Mississippi region thing, but the ILO, and that's coming along beautifully, and Sue Wilson will speak on it very briefly in a little bit. Muscatine had a program on immigration issues and increased advertising for their candidate forums. This is what happens when you have seed money that goes out to the local leagues. And the board was totally wanting to do this, and we feel so good about what it accomplished. Well, it doesn't stop there. In January 2015, Karen Person, our administrative assistant, put together our website. Well, that's our website, and it's beautiful. And it took a lot of hard work on the part of Karen to get that in place. So let's give Karen a huge hand. We are proud of the appearance and all the information. Karen does our voters, and they're full of League information that has substance and details. And the information comes from our League members. You know, many of you who contributed to our voters. In February, we joined the Bakken Pipeline Coalition. The pipeline would have a devastating effect on Iowa farmland and threaten Iowa water supplies. League members and I wrote articles about water quality this year, had them printed in the Des Moines Register. Iowans know that the League is fighting for clean water for our state. Last year, 2014, was our first year of taking on water quality, and we are not going to let up on that issue. This spring marked the completion of the fire EMS study chaired by Mike Covey of Ames. Mike will be giving a presentation of the state study this afternoon. This study was very in-depth, had a wide range of League members contributing to the study, and we look forward to his PowerPoint presentation and the opportunity for concurrence on this important state study. Well, this last year, our League garden had a variety of successes. It took hard work and commitment from League members to tend to projects and to see them blossom. We will continue to nurture our League garden as we look forward to 2016. Thank you.